Hi, I'm Pilar. I am the Public Sector Distribution Manager here at GitLab. I wrapped up my rotation in the CEO Shadow Program last week and wanted to share some thoughts and also encourage you, yes you, to apply for the program if you are able. I'll start by saying this program was something I had my eye on when I was first interviewing with GitLab. I so admired the value of transparency and I couldn't wait to put it to the test. Fast forward to onboarding at GitLab, my team was growing like crazy and it was beyond busy. Then we got hit by the pandemic where life got a whole lot more stressful and the program shifted to all remote. Add to that the fact that I am in an EST time zone and I was worried that I wouldn't be able to fully focus on the program or maybe I wouldn't have the energy to keep up. At the end of the day, I realized there would never be a perfect time to participate, so I just went for it. I knew I would enjoy the program. I did not realize just how energized I would be by it. Even though I'm normally a sleepy East Coast team member, I kept staying up later and later because I would walk away from my days so amped up. I couldn't stop thinking about all the interesting meetings and topics we had covered. Sid's calendar is intense and it is so interesting. I loved the wide array of things he is able to contribute to, and I noticed 3 habits that help make this possible. First habit, focus. Focus on what is important. Make sure the meetings you are attending are the ones that need your attention. Make sure the content you are covering has clearly defined asks and next steps. And if it's not clear what you should be focusing on within the meeting, address it. Second habit, communication. Communicate clearly, communicate concisely, choose accurate words carefully. I heard Sid say, if people are doing it, we should have a name for it. And I think that's great advice because there's nothing that can get a meeting off track faster than simply not understanding what we truly are talking about. So having clearly defined vernacular is key. Keeping the communication transparent is key. And making sure you're open to debate is important. So I tend to be a very agreeable person. I get squeamish when folks don't see eye to eye. So I was really surprised at how much I enjoyed watching Sid disagree and watching a healthy debate happen, because at the end of it, everyone walks away having grown, having had the opportunity to iterate, and it was just really amazing skill to watch. The third habit, keep your time. You see it in our handbook. We recommend that you set your calendar to speedy meetings, meaning you end your meetings 5 or 10 minutes before the top or bottom of the hour. And that is so important to having a productive day. Because if you don't have those 5-10 minutes, you're gonna quickly burn out. Having them, keeping them, honoring them allows you and everyone who's meeting with you the time to not only get the work done, but take care of yourself. Stand up, go get some water, put your eyeballs on something that isn't a screen. And at the end of the day, you're actually still going to have some energy left instead of being completely wiped out. So in addition to these habits, some comments that caught my attention from Sid. It's okay to make suggestions that you yourself don't follow. It's okay to make mistakes, but not to point fingers. And people may not really care if you make a miss, but they're going to care that you know why and that you know how you're going to avoid making that same miss in the future. So I think the common thread in all these comments is that there is a lot of strength in learning from our mistakes, in being humble enough to admit we are all human. I think Sid and his team do such a good job of creating a space where there's no shame or judgment, but rather room for iteration. I think it lays the groundwork that allows the opportunity for diverse opinions to contribute, for people to debate possibilities, and for team members to feel safe enough to contribute, even if it feels scary. So you've heard me give you some reasons as to why I'm glad I did the program, but maybe you're still worried about the time commitment. 2 weeks is a long time. These hours maybe are not the best for you. I mentioned I am EST, but I am also the mother of 3 young children. My eldest just turned 5. My youngest is still a baby who is nursing. So I was really worried about how this would affect my family. So you may have heard that GitLab is friends and family first, and I am happy to report that it is true. Sid makes time for his family. Go look at his calendar. You can see when he's talking to his parents, to his siblings, the time he makes to reconnect with friends, his date nights. So by leading by example and seeing that, I really felt empowered to take the time that I needed as well. If Sid's schedule didn't necessarily align with my kid's schedule, I was able to step away and not worry about it. So all that to say, sign up for the program. Even if you can't touch type, even if you don't speak engineer, and even if you have schedule limitations, please go ahead, take advantage of it. It is absolutely worth it. A special shout out to Sherry Holmes for encouraging me to apply for the program despite my perceived limitations. And to my 2 wonderful co-shadows, Katie and Joanna, thank you so much. It was an absolute delight to shadow alongside both of you. Thank you so much for watching and have an amazing day.